For the most part, the answer is yes. I mean, the companies that we focused on in this report, which were Dow, LyondellBasell, Olin, and Westlake, have largely taken account of all of that. And the U.S. is not really much of an importer, so tariffs, on those things into China are not that much of an effect. They've been able to move much of the volume to other places. However, it's had a fairly significant price impact on them for those exports, and exports are becoming an increasingly large piece of the overall commodity chemical space, particularly in some major plastics like polyethylene.
So would you say that the pullback that we're seeing in today's market, Dow, Lyondell, for instance, that those are worth a buy, or is there a broader concern that a widening trade war could actually slow economic growth and therefore slow the demand for chemicals themselves?
I think that's really what we're looking at. If the trade war escalates, there's going to be increasing pressure on these stocks. We already have them all as neutrals. We downgraded them months ago in light of not just the trade war, but other issues within the space. And those issues are certainly not going to get better because the U.S. commodity chemical business is really predicated on lots and lots of exports based on the shale work. And without those exports, or if those exports are going to smaller places like Vietnam, other places that are not China, it makes it more difficult and more costly to do those exports, and they have less room to take them up. So we're just going to see a worse supply-demand balance going forward if that's the case.
How quickly can the buyers say, stop, we don't want to buy anymore? And how sticky are orders?
For the most part, the export market is almost entirely spot. It's just a matter of pricing as to whether people will take it. But there is only so much room. But that room can be made, but it'll always be at a price. The buyers on the other side of the ocean know that the U.S. is a bit over the barrel because there's not a lot of new capacity coming on. This has been building for a number of years. And the result is they have to get it out of the U.S. because there simply isn't any room in the U.S. market to take it. And it's hindering even U.S. domestic price increases. We haven't seen one since the beginning of the year. The ones that's come through is still delayed. It was an April hike that may take place, at least in part, in May. But typically, we've already seen two by this point in the year.